In my previous sit down video, I asked you guys to let me know if you wanted me to make a video like this about interpersonal skills, and a lot of you guys wanted me to do that, and that is why I'm making this video too, because I'm not about to make promises on the internet and not keep it. Hey my loves, welcome and welcome back to yet another exciting video. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. If you're returning, you already know that I love you so much. If this is your first time, hey love, you're welcome. Mara here. I'm a Nigerian who is currently living and schooling in Canada. I love to make lifestyle videos, immigration tips, and self-improvement. I make videos that help international students who also want to move to Canada to navigate through their processes. So I hope you consider subscribing and join the family. I always say stay subscribed because I tell you, we have such a good time on this channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing some interpersonal skills that you would really need in case you're looking at moving to Canada or you're already in Canada. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely keep watching. Interpersonal skills will not only help you in job search and landing a good job in Canada, it will also help you in your day-to-day activities with people. I want to quickly talk to you guys about a brand that I love so much. I've talked about this brand a lot in my videos if you're an OG, okay? And that brand is no other but Dosier, okay? I love this brand so much because they afford me the privilege to use amazing fragrances that are inspired by high-end brands, okay? I'm able to get them for just a fraction of the amount and I smell amazing. For this particular review, I have the original Black Opium by YSL and I have the Dosier ℙ𝕤𝕤𝕤, which is a replica of the YSL Black Opium. You guys that know me know that I don't praise trash, okay? I don't praise things that are not good. I'm not called Mara the Good Life Queen for no reason, all right? So we are going to do a trial of this product right now and I'm going to give you guys my honest 100% undiluted opinion. Here is the YSL Black Opium. Let's go ahead and spray. Here is the Dosier ℙ𝕤𝕤𝕤. Guys, let's see. Good. What is the difference? As to be fair, I had to wear these fragrances out the other day. I wore them just the same way I am wearing them right now. And after hours, like, let me just be honest and fair, like I didn't per se feel a major difference. They smell exactly the same, like it's just the packaging that is different. I love me brands that take off unnecessary pricing that comes with the packaging of luxury or like high-end brands, but like make good products, maximize production cost in the area of packaging, but still giving you a product that is worth your money. Honestly, to be fair, having used these two products, this one cost almost ×3 of what this one costs, and if you use my discount code, you're going to be getting it a lot cheaper because I don't bring you guys stuff without discount code. I'm going to have my discount code on the screen. I'm going to have it in the description box just in case you want to grab yourself some fragrances from Dosier. If you want to grab this particular one, go for it. It's an amazing fragrance. If you want to grab other fragrances, go for them, all right? They have replica of so many brands. Behind me is like a bit of my perfume collection and you're going to find most of them to be Dosier, and they give you like quality stuff for just a fraction of the money, and who doesn't like that, okay? So I'm just here to plug you guys onto this perfume and just to do this quick test with you guys, and having worn it for hours when I went out, I also tell you that they last just about the same, to be fair. So would you rather spend more money or spend less to get something of the same value? The choice is yours. I'll have all the details that you would need in my description box, okay? This particular topic was born out of my reflection. Having lived here for slightly over a year, it was born out of my reflection and my thoughts regarding when people want to move to a new country or Canada, as the case may be. We often spend more time in what are we gonna bring, what food stuff are we coming with, what are you not coming with, and we neglect certain aspect that is very, very important. In fact, those aspects are more like what is going to help you to actually live a successful life in Canada, and one of those aspects is actually interpersonal skills. So this made me to take my time to come up with 7 interpersonal skills I believe you should develop very well as you're planning to relocate to Canada, or even as you're in Canada. These skills are skills that I think you should actually pay more attention to, because they are going to help you in your day-to-day activities. They are going to help you in job search. They are going to help you in landing jobs. They are going to help you in your communication, and almost in every aspect of your life living in Canada, you're going to need these skills. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video. I want to believe that everybody watching this video knows what interpersonal skills are. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to give just like a general understanding of what interpersonal skills are. Interpersonal skills are simply skills that allow you the opportunity to build and maintain relationship with others. These are skills that you generally would use every single day as you continue to live on earth. Okay, there might be some that might be very crucial at a particular phase of your life or the phase of what you're doing. Another reason why this conversation is necessary is that Canada is a country that has respect for boundaries. They set boundaries and they want you to maintain it. The Canadian culture is well rooted in respect and boundaries, hence why it is important for you to understand and know how to properly relate with people so that you can maintain those boundaries. When you are searching for jobs, when you finally arrive Canada, these skills are partly what the recruiters and the employers would be looking out for, hence why you don't want to joke with them. The first on my list would be communication skills. One may ask, communication, I can communicate. Fine. Yeah, all of us can communicate, I believe. But for you to be successful in landing jobs and your activities as a student here in Canada, there are specific things that you should be looking out for when you are communicating. Communication here, I mean active listening, okay? I mean your ability to discern. I mean your ability to understand. I mean your ability to negotiate, okay? And these skills has a lot to do with your mindset. They are also referred to as soft skills, meaning that they are within you. They are things that you need to develop. They are things you have to work on, all right? So you might think, oh, communication, I can communicate. It actually has a lot to do with your mind. It actually has a lot to do with you adjusting your mind to actively listen to what people are saying and to make critical sense of it. As you communicate with people, you are in your head thinking, processing whatever it is they are saying. You're not just listening to them, oh, can you get done? Let me go. No, you are actually engaging your thoughts and also engaging your voice in what they have shared with you. You have to be able to articulate your thoughts in a way that by the time it comes out of your mouth, it's making sense and it aligns with the conversation that you are having. You don't just want to open your mouth and like you're almost saying something that doesn't even make sense or relate to the situation. When you go for interviews, for instance, you're going to be asked a lot of questions, and how you communicate your answers really says a lot. It's also a strong determinant if you are getting that job or not. Recruiter want to make sure that you're very confident with your speech. You don't want to be talking and it's almost like you're stammering. You have to be very concise, you have to be well articulated, you have to be engaged in whatever it is that you are having a conversation about. By listening to people actively and by paying attention to what people are saying, you're processing whatever it is they are saying in your mind. By the time you open your mouth to talk, you almost have a well put together and a well articulated speech. That way people will be interested to listen to you. If you've watched to this point and you're not yet subscribed, what's going on? Please check and make sure you're subscribed to this channel and join the family. A part of communication skill that is also very strong is your ability to negotiate, okay? Let's say you have a job where you have to negotiate terms with people. This is where your communication skill is going to do a lot of work for you. I landed an internship offer recently, and honestly, I owe that to God, of course, and my ability to effectively communicate. That is listening well and articulating my thoughts before I speak. So you don't have to be in a hurry to talk. Just make sure that you are articulating your thoughts and you're giving yourself time to process it as they are speaking, so that when you start talking, you are making sense and the person is understanding you clearly. How can you improve your communication skill? You can improve your communication skills by being present, okay? By being conscious. That is the major way, okay? It's not rocket science. It's not something that it's so difficult. It's just for you to be present. You don't have to be absent-minded when people are talking to you. Be present, be conscious, and be aware. Another way to improve your communication skill is to be a good observer, okay? Watch other people communicate. Like I already said, Canadians are very friendly and they like to engage, okay? So if you are in school, anywhere where you find yourself, watch people. Even if you're not in Canada yet, back home where you are in Nigeria or any other country you're watching me from, you would see people communicate. Just kind of pay attention to how people communicate. And people that are excellent communicators always wait for their parties, for the person they are communicating working with to finish their speech before they speak. So those are some of the things that you can look out for, and you learn by just watching people do it. Another aspect of communication that is going to be very important to you as a student and as someone that is looking for a job in Canada is digital communication. A lot of things have moved online right now, so you have to at least know the basics, like the MS Word offices. At the basic ones you have to at least know, okay? And you have to also know how to send emails. I've received a lot of emails from people. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, like it sounds so basic, but you find out that most people do not even know how to construct a decent email. Just make Google your friend. Emails are very important because here in Canada they make use of emails for almost everything. If you watch my culture shock video, I talked about it, that if you are in Canada, you have to be checking your emails every day because you don't want to miss opportunities. The manner to which you send emails to people might determine whether or not they are going to reply you, okay? So digital communication is very important. Just learn the basics about MS Word offices because I tell you, you're going to be using it a lot when you come to Canada. Before I move to the second point, I would love to say that interpersonal skills are also transferable skills, okay? So you've been working, you've been a student back home, and you're coming to Canada to continue your education or moving to any other country per se, anywhere in the world. It is a skill that you have to transfer, right? They are transferable skills. They are not like things that you learn now and they leave you. They stay with you forever, just for you to fit it into the context at which you find yourself in at every stage of your life. The second interpersonal skill that is key if you're moving to Canada is emotional intelligence. I know that a lot of us hear emotional intelligence all the time, and we are like, what is really emotional intelligence? Well, emotional intelligence is your ability to understand and manage emotions. It's as simple as that. How do you understand emotions? How do you manage it? Your emotions and the emotions of people that you're working with, or emotions of people that you're collaborating or relating with. Emotional intelligence comprises of empathy, it comprises of sensitivity and compassion. This too is very important to you as a human being, because if you are not emotionally intelligent, you're going to be emotionally down all the time. So that is why you have to be at the top of your emotions at every time. But it is even more peculiar to people that work with, people directly, just like customer care representatives and even HR and some other fields where you find that you relate with people every single day. You have to be emotionally intelligent. You have to be emotionally intelligent to determine when to keep quiet, when to empathize with people, and how to manage situations when people's emotions are involved. In collaboration and collaborative activities, emotional intelligence is a must. The third point that I have for you guys is teamwork. You cannot even survive if you're not a good team player. If you're the type that you don't know how to carry others along, you don't know how to feel carried along, you don't know how to work with other people and collaborate effectively, you're going to really struggle a lot, because no man is an island, so you can't really do it all by yourself. In your activities in school, like I have this particular professor, and every semester I've taken this particular professor's course 3 times right now, and he always groups us into teams to have a particular presentation, okay? So in that case, if you're not a good team player, honestly, you're going to struggle with a lot of people. So you have to understand when to carry others along. You have to give others the room to also air their opinion. You don't have to be so strongly opinionated that you are not even letting other people the opportunity to, air their view. There are so many ways you can emphasize your point without being coercive or making it look as if, oh, your point is the best. All right, so you have to work as a team. I believe that even working as a team, that is the only way you are able to maximize results. Another thing that is very crucial when it comes to teamwork is that you would have to use more of we than I. Assuming you go for an interview, for instance, and you are asked to present a case study, it's always good to use we rather than I when you are presenting your case studies, because that way the interviewer will know that, oh, this person is actually a good team player. Because when you are saying we, it means that the effort isn't just you, even if you are the leader of that project, but it means that you had other team players and you're a good collaborator and you are someone that people can actually work with. Because in an office space, in school, there are so many times that you have to collaborate with other people. So please start thinking about it, start adjusting your mind. If you're not the type that knows how to work with people, start adjusting your mind, because I tell you, it's going to be a very big foundation for so many things you'll be doing here. The fourth point is problem solving skill. Okay, I know that this is a very common skill that you must have heard a lot of times. Problem solving skill involves your ability to articulate things. You have to be able to analyze critically to be able to come to a solution. And if you're not one that knows how to engage your mind and also think outside the box, you might not be able to always solve certain problems that are not within your confine or your comfort zone. You have to be able to think critically. Okay, you're able to analyze the situation properly, bring ideas from different spheres if you have to, just to come up with a solution. This is where teamwork is important, because if you have a very strong team and you're someone that is a team player, even when you're not able to come up with solutions for certain things, team contributions can help. When you guys contribute, you guys might be able to come up with a great idea that is going to solve that situation. So please make sure that you're coming with a problem solving mindset. I know that you're smart, so I just want you to tap into that and just kind of broaden your mindset, because you can do it. The fifth point I'm going to be giving you guys is organizational and time management skill. How organized are you? How are you able to manage your time? As a matter of fact, the key here is that if you're moving to Canada, you have to really be a good time manager. I was telling my friend the other day that I feel like 24 hours is not enough, or maybe we just don't have up to 24 hours here, because it's almost like it's morning and then it's night, like immediately. So you have to be able to manage your time well, because if you are coming here as a student, you probably want to be working as a student and still going to school. So if you're not able to manage your time well, you're going to be having lots of issues. You're going to have to be running behind deadlines and trying to meet deadlines. You're always going to be under pressure, and that kicks in anxiety and all those bad stuff that you really don't want. And be a good planner when it comes to your life and even in your work setting. One thing that I would say that would help you in improving your time management skill would be prioritizing stuff. You approach tasks with priority. Which has more priority? Let's say you have a lot of tasks and you have one that you have to hand in by next week. You have one that you have to hand in 2 weeks. It will be really weird that you would start working on the task that you have to hand in 2 weeks rather than working on the task that you have to hand in a couple of days, right? Maybe in a week. So you have to learn how to prioritize. Make a list of your tasks and prioritize it. I have this planner here that I use. This is a weekly planner. I use it to plan everything that I have to do, and I also use my planner on my phone. So there are so many ways you can track your productivity. This way, your performance in your workplace, your performance in school, your performance even in your personal life, everything should be top notch. How organized are you? Because I put these two together because I feel like they work hand in hand. If you're able to really organize yourself, managing time will be second. When things are organized, it will be easier for you to meet those targets. The sixth skill I would love you to know that is very important when you're coming to Canada is leadership skill, all right? Your position or your title does not have to be leader for you to know that you're a leader. Leadership here just involves you being able to motivate, encourage, and inspire others, okay? And to lead a team to achieve a common goal. So even in your small team, you might have times that they will assign a particular task to you, and you might be the one leading the team, all right? So you have to be able to know how to motivate others, how to inspire and encourage others so that you guys will arrive at a very good result. The last but not the least that I have on my list, that is a much needed interpersonal skill that you need to have if you're in Canada or you're moving to Canada, is conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is your ability to resolve disagreement or dispute in such a way that minimizes negative results and maximizes positive ones. By the time you arrive Canada and you start applying for jobs, you would understand how important conflict resolution skill is, because they're going to even be asking you scenarios. These are some questions that I got asked when I was interviewing for my internship, okay? So you have to be able to understand how you can resolve issues, because when 2 or 3 are gathered, there's always tendency that people are not going to agree. You have to be able to negotiate through the situation, dialogue through the situation, engage people, get their perspective, be able to solve an issue and leave positive results and non-negative. You just have to be able to manage people. All of these still boil down to your ability to control your emotions, emotional intelligence. So engage your mind and just reflect on these 7 skills that I have given you guys. Interpersonal skills does not really stop at these 7, but from my experience here as a student and also someone that is working, that I've also had series of interviews here, I was able to actually come up with this ones because I noticed that something was common, something was very, very common with all the interviews that I've had. These particular skills that I have just given you guys are skills that were repetitive in the questions that I got asked during those interviews. So you have to bear in mind that there are so many other interpersonal skills and you should really work on developing them. You should really work at being confident. And one thing I want to say about interpersonal skills is that it is confidence. It's your ability to believe in yourself, your ability to know that you can do it, and your ability to sell yourself, all right? These are skills that you just start practicing in your head, start telling yourself, okay, I think I have to start approaching things this way. It's almost like self-improvement. It's almost like self-development. You go through a journey, a mind reset, so that when you come into the society or into the culture where you are dreaming to move into, even into a new organization, you are able to fit into that culture. Organizations have cultures. You don't want to be doing something that is against the culture of that organization. So I hope that this video is helpful and it has helped you to start thinking in line of skills that you have to actually develop in your mind. Even in the work that you're doing now, start practicing some of these skills so that by the time you get to Canada, or even if you're already in Canada and you're a student, start practicing them in your day-to-day activities so that by the time you want to launch yourself into a career or get into a particular line of work, you're already familiar and that's home with this. Again, I would say your confidence is number 1. Employers, professors love people that are confident, people that believe in themselves, because if you don't believe in yourself, there is nobody that will believe in you. It's almost like you're teaching people you are teaching people who you are. You are letting them know, I'm a very confident person, and that is a reflection of how you communicate and how you engage all these other interpersonal skills. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned 1 or 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have other video ideas or things you would want me to talk about regarding moving to Canada, self-improvement, or any other good stuff in between, leave it in the comment section and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.